What's going on, guys? Roger here at QVO Tactical. We are back with an in-studio video for you guys. As always, we're picking some stuff off of our wall. This is our hold-up displays, black camo gun wall. It is actually 3 sections here. You got the 6 rifle rack here, the plate carrier, helmet carrier, miscellaneous handguns, horizontal rifle racks there, and then another 6 vertical racks. And we have a bunch of magazines here as well. Again, guys, this is from Hold Up Displays. It's got a nice black camo pattern. It is 3 different sections all pieced together, which is cool because the camo actually lines up and like integrates into one another. But if you want to get anything from their website, holdupdisplays.com, definitely use our code QVO Tactical. It'll save you some money. But without further ado, let's get into what we're going to talk about here today. I got some questions a while ago about the different staccatos that I have, so I figured I'd make an in-studio video on all of the staccatos that I have. So it's going to be the ones that we have here on the wall, as well as some additional ones that are down here, like this guy we just picked up today. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first one we're going to start with is the OG one. This, guys, is a 5-inch staccato P. I know you might be wondering, like, wait, I've never heard of a 5-inch staccato P. Let me grab it for you. That is because this was like a limited run that they did when they were testing the different barrel lengths that they were going to go with. So if you guys aren't familiar, Staccato actually used to be called a company. It was called STI. Then they turned it into Staccato. So this was one of the first 5-inch P models that they made. As you can see, Optic Cut, fiber optic front sight. And then this has the, I believe this is going to be, this isn't the tree bark. This might be the dragon scales. Stipple job by Extreme Shooters Grips out in Arizona. They're the guys who do all my stippling. But yeah, so this was the first one I bought. I'm rocking it with the Surefire X300 and the old school pressure pad that they used to offer for your support hand. This was nice because you would just push up and it would engage the light for you. Something they no longer offer, but I really enjoyed it because it made it super easy to engage your weapon light just by pushing up with your support hand. So maybe one day they'll bring those back. As you guys can see, wear and tear. This was actually on my Springfield TRP operator during my entire law enforcement career with the Surefire X200, but you can pop these off and they're interchangeable with different Surefire X300, X200 models. Anyway, so that is the first one. The first Staccato P that I purchased was the 5-inch model. Got this from JJ Racaza's shop, Magnus, when he was out here with Marco. The next one is going to be one of my favorites, guys. I actually have 2 of these, but we'll talk about this one first. This is the Staccato XC. Probably one of my favorite guns to shoot. Thing is just super buttery. It is very easy to manipulate. It feels like it's on rails. Catered towards competition, super light trigger. Like, boom, it goes. Super short reset, and it goes again. But yeah, one of my favorite triggers, one of my favorite guns. Did a full video on it. Most of these that you're seeing here, guys, we've already done a full video on, so definitely look through our channel, check them out if you can, or if you want to. This one is a little different though, because I have a Chile aluminum full metal grip that was painted in multicam black by Extreme Shooters, and I'm rocking a Hollow Sun 509 enclosed emitter, red dot on top. So, and I believe this is the Chile magwell as well. All right, next up, you're probably wondering what this huge gold compensator is. This is going to be the DVC Open. So like I was saying, guys, before it was Staccato, they were STI. So this is an STI 2011 DVC Open. DVC was what the Staccato used to be. Charging handle built into the rear sight here. Crazy titanium nitride coated barrel and comp. Like, what do you got? 3 vertical ports and then the additional porting on the side. Did a video on this a long time ago. Very over enlarged magwell. And actually, this is the dragon scales from Extreme Shooters. So that one's probably tree bark. But yes, very much overkill. Gun definitely designed for competition shooting. I think I run like some weird 77 like really hot loaded 9mm ammunition through this. But had a blast shooting it. Red dot Seymour sight that comes with it, mounted into the frame so it actually sits on top. I'm trying to show you guys the clearance there. So as the slide cycles, the red dot actually stays in place. So I have not shot this much. Shot it in a match and then shot it for the video. Probably less than 1,000 rounds through it, but it is definitely a flat shooter and pretty, it's actually a little heavier trigger than my XC. It feels like very close, but maybe a little heavier. All right. Let's get that straightened out there. Next up, let's move over here to the right, guys. Next up is going to be this guy right here. So this is a Staccato C2 with a metal Chile grip that has their flush magazine, which is something I really like. If you remember our Staccato CS video, this is what I was talking about. I wish the Staccato CS had a grip like this, where the magazine base pad was flush and had a little longer mainspring housing there. But this was one of my carry guns for a minute. Done up by Vinny over at Monsoon Tactical. Got a red dirt trigger in here and got the new Genghis comp. This was after the chunk port, which you guys will see here shortly. And then I have a Steiner MPS up here as well. For those wondering about the metal grips, they are pricey. They're about 650 bucks, but it is really good in the hand. Like, it is aggressive enough that it isn't going anywhere, but it also doesn't cut you up. And then I had Vinny do this like shiny black Cerakote on it. I think it came out really cool. I like the red accent of the trigger. And then you guys all know I like ported and compensated 2011s. So this definitely fits that bill. Next up, we have the collaboration we did with our buddy Jeremy over at Vulcan Machine Works. This has his Ignis ports, so 3 ports there in the top of the slide and barrel, done up in a titanium nitride. My goal with this, if you guys remember like old school Salient arms, like tier 1 Glock 19s, where it was all like black and nitride, two-tone look, I really dig it, I really enjoy it. So reach out to Jeremy, we did this collaboration. I threw on a Masterpiece Arms metal grip. This is a little fatter, and it's got like a little bit of a contour in here, which feels really nice in the hand. Kind of like a larger golf ball dimple texture. But these grips are only about 350 bucks. I have an Atlas trigger in here that is titanium nitride, and then Jeremy did this to the barrel, put the logo in there for me, and then got the whole thing coated in titanium nitride. On top of here, running a Holosun 509T, one of my faves. I like closed emitter stuff on carry guns, but yeah, like a lot of people have bought this package. A lot of people ended up digging it. So we built it off of a Staccato C2, and it is on the Vulcan Machine Works website as the QVO collaboration project. So all of you guys out there that picked one of these up, appreciate it. Super cool to see you guys rock them. Next up was actually a gift from Staccato. So after I filmed, I think 7 or 8 videos, Staccato was like, hey, we'd like to send you the new XL that is Optic Cut. Originally the XL was not Optic Cut, so I wasn't interested, but they came out with the Optic Cut version, and they even lasered our logo on here. And they also sent it with the tree bark stipple polymer grip module. So I really enjoy this stipple job from Extreme Shooters. The reason being, they're awesome, they feel great in the hand, but they were also the OG, the original people that did the stippling for STI back in the day. So XL, 5.4 inch barrel length. It's kind of like, what do I say? It's like a Staccato P, but longer, mixed with an XC trigger. So it's like if you put an XC and Staccato P together but made it longer, that's what you would have. Filmed a video on this as well. Definitely something I would look into carrying if I was back on patrol, as Staccatos have been more and more authorized for duty use. But if you had a department that let you carry the 5.4 inch model, for me, for duty use, I want the bigger gun, just more accurate barrel length. Like, I'm not trying to conceal anything if I'm on patrol in a duty setting, so I'd run it like this. But yeah, like Acro P2 on top and Surefire X300. But let me know what you guys think if you'd rock this. I will say that if you're not running like plus P ammo, I do notice on the range, like with 147s and stuff, the slide is a little sluggish. What I mean, I can feel it cycle back versus like as I'm trying to do in-flight reset, I can feel the gun go boom, and then like it's still mid-cycling as I'm trying to reset. So just something I notice. It doesn't like hinder anything, doesn't make anything weird. It's just something that you can actually feel in the impulse of the gun when it recoils. Let's see, moving down here, we have some of the newest guys you guys just saw. Sorry for that. The camera's on a tripod, it's hitting my feet. So here we go. You guys all just watched this review, the Staccato CS. Thank you to everybody that checked that video out, guys. We really appreciate it. I've actually taken off the 507 comp and I switched out to the Holosun 509 with the ACSS reticle. So if I focus out here, you guys can see what the reticle looks like. So when you have this at proper extension, guys, you don't see that circle. So what's cool is if you're trying to find the dot and you're there, see, it lets me know that I need to move in towards the center. So that's something I really dig about the ACSS lineup from Primary Arms and the collaboration they did with Hollow Sun. Get it focused up there for you. But yeah, Staccato CS, 3.5-inch barrel, proprietary magazines, which something I'm not a fan of, but I do wish that the grip module just came down here a little bit and made it to where gave a little more meat there for you. But this gun was awesome to shoot on the range. It honestly felt just like shooting a full-size P or C2, which was insane to me. Next up is also something new to the lineup. This is the other Staccato XC. Couple differences though. So obviously this doesn't have the metal grip like I did to my other one, but something that's really cool is that Staccato actually has like a duty version of the XC. My buddy Nick Roberts, Nicky Bobby, he is on Instagram. He is a police officer in Southern California, and he carries this gun on patrol because he works for a cool department that authorizes it. And so this is actually a Staccato P trigger. So a little more weight to it, something I'm not gonna be worried about going off when I don't want it to. Not that the XC does, but it's like with the XC having a competition lighter trigger, I think under stress, I'd be more likely to accidentally give it too much. So something I don't wanna do. So right here, I can get to the wall, prep, stop, break. So we have a video that we're working on, guys. We're gonna take both of these out and we're gonna do a video where it's like competition XC versus duty XC and see what you guys think. Run similar drills and see how they both perform time-wise and see if there's a huge difference with having the trigger that has a heavier weight. So this was also a gift from Staccato along with that CS there. And I'll go over that, guys, because I know you guys have questions about, which guns were given to me by Staccato and which ones did I actually pay for. Here's a spoiler alert. The majority of them I paid for. Matter of fact, let's just get into that. So I bought the Staccato P, I bought the DVC Open, I bought that XC, I bought that C2. That C2 was actually given to me by mistake. They were supposed to send me this C2 with a threaded barrel. One of these guys over here, I think this guy, and they accidentally sent me that one. And then, like I said, the XL was given to me, the CS was given to me, that XC was given to me. But then all of these down here, another Staccato P, your basic Staccato P with no optic cut, and then I switched out the grip module actually. So this is a Staccato C2 grip module and on a full-size P. And if you see all the wear, it's because this is actually used in shop for fitment. We actually fit with all of the guns. So when you guys order a holster from us, they're actually fitted with the actual gun. So if you order Staccato, it is fitted with a Staccato. And then that's why we have this. This is a regular Staccato P with a Delta Point Pro. The newest version, I guess you'd say, with the Gen 2 grips and everything. And the reason we have that is because we want to make sure that the optic cut is correct when you get your holster. We want to make sure fitment's the same. We use blue guns to do our finishing work and the stuff with the buffing wheels with it in the holster, but then when we get to fitment, this is what we use. That way we can guarantee you guys are getting the best fitting holster for your money. Next up, this is my old Staccato C2 with the original chunk port. Let me get the focus up. Let's just bring the camera back up here for you guys. Here we go. So this is the OG chunk port from Vinny with the gray Cerakote on top, TLR7A, and again, the metal Chile grip with a ACSS 509. So believe it or not, this is actually John's carry gun now, my business partner. So when I got the new one, he wanted to try it out. So he's been running this. He enjoys it, he likes it. I mean, what's not to like about a fully decked out C2 that is also compensated there. So a couple of you guys asking from previous videos about the old chunk port versus the new Genghis comp. You guys can see the new Genghis comp, much more refined look. This is the old chunk port where it's kind of just a straight cut across, hitting the barrel and slide to make that large single open port. If I grab the new Genghis comp over here, you're gonna notice a much more refined look. See how it looks like it's almost OEM with the ramps in there, the different cut, the bevels. In my opinion, just a much more polished product. As far as performance goes, we noticed pretty much recoil mitigation was the same. However, this is just a much nicer presentation aesthetically. All right, moving on. Let's see. So this is what we dubbed the Staccato C2X. If you're not familiar, I took a Staccato P grip, then I had it stippled by Extreme Shooters in their tactical texture. It's a new texture, very nice and grippy. Isn't gonna go anywhere on you. Let me turn this way, get a little better lighting. There we go. So Staccato C2X, full-size grip on a Staccato C2 frame, as you can see right there, and then a threaded barrel. Rocking the Holosun 407, I believe. Is it 405? I think it's actually, no, it's 507. And then it's got the ACSS from Primary Arms in there as well. And then obviously threaded barrel means we can thread on a suppressor. That's what we do with this guy. We actually typically run it with a Surefire X300V, and we run IR light with a suppressor and have some night vision fun with it. You guys have seen this in previous videos because we've recorded under night vision shooting it. But yeah, and those wondering too, it's like, think of like your 19Xs or your Glock 45s where you have a full-size grip and then a compact slide. That's the whole thing we're going for here. I also did a video a while ago with the Threat Cadre comp that was on here. So this comp used to be on here like that. I should say, here we go, like that. So that's why we had this model. But yeah, definitely something to look into, guys. They offer their own in-house Dawson ice comp now. So if you want to get a Staccato C2 with that comp in there, you can do that. And then I'm not sure if they sell the grips separately. I switched these out, but you could probably order one from Extreme Shooters, I believe, and switch it out yourself. A couple YouTube videos on it, but it does void their warranty in regards to the grip module, so just be cognizant of that. And then the last one, guys, actually, sorry, second to last one, but the last one is nothing really, it's just a repeat. This is my Staccato P with the Ignis 4 ports in the top by Jeremy over at Vulcan Machine Works. A lot of people ask me like, hey man, if you were back on patrol, Las Vegas Metro, what would you carry? Well, the department does authorize the Staccato P. If they were allowing compensated guns, like aftermarket, I would carry this exact setup. I think the only difference I might do would rock a Holosun 509 with ACSS instead of the 507. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I would prefer the closed emitter, especially on patrol. I have actually, in training, it's something super dumb, but I had a sunflower seed fall into my Delta Point Pro, and it got in there, and I couldn't get it out. Like, it wedged itself in there somehow. I ended up having to clear, unload, get a little flathead screwdriver, and I had to like wedge it out of there. So after that, I was kind of like, all right, if a sunflower seed that I'm spitting can get in there, I probably want to look into getting a closed emitter. And I've been rocking both, but you know, we still have a bunch of these laying around for range use, for fun and stuff. These optics are awesome under night vision, guys, because you get that full bullseye. When you guys shoot night vision, you don't even see the gun; you just see your optic reticle, and it makes it like a little bullseye that you can easily put on target. All right, last gun, guys, is going to be something that we actually picked up today. As you can see, it still has the tags on it and the chamber flag, and that is another Staccato CS. You might be asking, why do you have two CSs? Well, guys, like I said before, we need one in shop for fitment. So if you order a CS because of the length, I mean, it's the same fitment as a Staccato C2, so they don't have to exactly use this, but I have them use this for exact fitment as well as the magazines. So if you guys are rocking like our Wingman holsters, the magazine is different now because the Staccato CS has proprietary magazines, so it is not gonna work with like a C2 full-size mag. So that is the reason we have another CS. So that kind of wraps it up, guys. Again, let's see, we have, focus up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then coming down here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 Staccatos in total, guys. I actually used to have 15. We had a Staccato P that was chunk ported, but in order to fund another Staccato project, I actually ended up selling it to some guys in my Patreon group, and somebody bought it there and got a really good deal on it. But yeah, for those of you wondering, let's see, one more time to recap. We bought this Staccato, we bought this Staccato, we bought this one, we bought this one. This one was given to us, this one was given to us, this one was given to us, that one was given to us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them were given to us, and then the others out of the 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is that? 10 were bought and 4 were given to us. So I know a lot of people have questions like, hey man, you get guns for free. Well, we get guns to create content with, and like each video cost me anywhere from like $600 to $1,200 to get done. So, you know, it's nice when companies help out like Staccato and send us these guns for these videos. Like that CS video was 42 minutes long, 1,000 rounds of ammunition, the editing that we did on it, like the time that was worked on it, paying our video editors, or sorry, paying Gil, our videographer, and then him and I editing that video together. That all does take time. So, and we do appreciate you guys checking it out. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys, for this in studio. A little bit longer, it's like a 20-minute video. Let me know what you guys thought. I know it's a lot of me rambling, but hopefully I went over some of the stuff you guys had questions on in regards to the different Staccatos that we have. If you have any questions about certain models, please leave them down below in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you. As always, guys, appreciate you checking out the channel. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing because we post new videos every week. Give us a thumbs up down below. Check us out on Utreon and Rumble. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Hey-o!